wake up, this is what you gotta do. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. Every day I'm here to motivate, lead the way in the AM. I don't want you to hear these words, I need you to feel what I'm saying. Oh, you gotta crush the day before it crushes you. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. In the building, Drewbie Wilson, motivation's coming, I can feel it. First thing that you need to do is crush the day before it crushes you.
Taking cheap shots at others is gonna make it difficult to find the wealth of knowledge that you need to succeed. So this is something that I find happens a lot on the journey of entrepreneurship and growth, especially when we start setting further expectations on ourselves, right? Hey, I won't skip the gym. I'll show up at work and I'll put in the effort every single day, right? When you become a new level or a new version of yourself, you start setting new expectations, and there are people who start falling behind or below those expectations. And what happens is our pride or our ego, it can get the best of us from time to time, and we'll start taking cheap shots at the people who are not doing the work we know needs to be done to be successful, right? You ever had that moment in your life where you knew somebody from back in the day and they were always a little bit better than you, and you kind of had that animosity, but then you see them now and you kind of in your head, you're thinking these cheap shots like, oh, you sucker, I got you, like I'm better than you. But the truth is, that's not going to help you, right? If you see someone who was very successful and had a lot in life, and then they're in a situation that isn't where they were, there's a lot you can learn there, right? What did they do? What did their life, what transpired that put them in that situation? Because what you can do by looking at this objectively is say, well, I certainly don't want to make those same mistakes, right? Growing up, I had someone in my life that wasn't a great example, that wasn't always there for me, and I could take cheap shots at that individual and blame them or be the victim in that scenario, but instead I can look at it and say, hey, I know now what I don't want to be in life. I know now how I don't want to be perceived, and as such, instead of taking cheap shots at that person anytime I can, I'm looking at it objectively and saying, now what do I learn from this situation? Because it doesn't matter where someone is in their life. If you're willing to be open and empathetic, you can learn from that individual. Not everything that we take in from a wisdom perspective has to come from somebody who's super successful. Sometimes it's going back to those people who've lost it all that you can learn the most from. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to go back and check out all the previous episodes. Make sure you subscribe and share this podcast with other like-minded, success-driven individuals who want to crush it. Check the show notes and grab your Crushing the Day swag over at crushingtheday.com. And remember, crush the day before it crushes you.
You gotta crush the day before it crushes you.